Alright guys, to start this project off, we're going to cut our 2x4 at about 18 inches with a table saw or any saw. The size doesn't really matter as long as your 2x4 ends up being about 3 or 4 inches larger than your biggest knife. Next, I'm going to set the blade on my table saw a little bit higher than my widest knife, and then we'll carve 2 slots on either side of our block for our knives to slide in and out of. Then I'm going to plane all 4 sides of our block to make it flat and smooth. And once we've got everything nice and flat and smooth, we're going to throw it back through our table saw and cut about a 30-degree angle off the bottom of our knife block. Now we're going to double check to make sure that our knife still fits, and it does. We're in great shape. Then we're going to turn our attention to the base of our knife block. That's also going to be out of a 2x4, but we're going to thin it out some so it doesn't look so chunky. And I also decided to cut some chamfers in the side and the front just to kind of make it look nice. Now I was really happy with how it turned out, but I did have to round out the edges with some sandpaper. Then I cut off a strip of 2x4 and we're going to glue that on the top and bottom of our knife block where we cut the slits so that the knives will stay in place. And here's where I had to round out those edges because with pine, since it's real soft, the edges will just kind of dent or fold over, so it's best to just round them out. Then I trued up each end of the knife block, and I also chamfered the corners off of there because I didn't do a great job of making sure everything was square. But that's alright, I just kind of had to round out the square shape. Now I wanted this knife block to hold more than 2 knives, and so I came up with an idea to hold knives on the outside of the block as well, and you'll kind of see where I'm going a little bit later in the video. Now I'm going to glue a magnet in that rectangular hole, and what that's going to allow me to do is slap a knife on the outside of this knife block so it can hold more than 2 knives. And in this clip I'm trying to figure out where the holes need to be drilled. Don't ask me how I figured it out, I just kind of guessed and it worked. Now this project was going great until I tried to stain it, and I threw some olive oil on there and then tried to put polyurethane on top of the olive oil, and that was an awful idea. So whenever something doesn't work finish wise, just burn it and see how it turns out. And it ended up working in this case. And after some sanding and more olive oil, this is what it looked like. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching.